Basically, by recognizing that you can't control everything and that there are things out of your control, you can shift your attention to the things that matter that will make you and help you feel better. Good morning. I hope you guys are doing well. I am delighted to say that I am much better since the last video that I shared. Still, pissed about the system, the state of the world, but optimistic with how humanity collectively is supporting each other and really deciding to take action, hopefully in the future when we're all released from quarantine. The fresh interest in just getting healthy has spurred this video. And recently I've kind of been more in the opinion of I'm gonna wait to create a lot of content until the situation is right and I have a better studio and all these different things. But the fact of the matter is, there are a million excuses not to do things. And at the end of the day, this is the content people need, especially with COVID-19 and this fresh interest in getting healthy. So today we're just going to talk about some really simple, basic lifestyle changes that you can work on adding just to better your overall health and mental well-being. So the first one, and I practice all of these as often as possible, is to start the morning with lemon or apple cider vinegar water. So this is beneficial for a number of reasons, primarily because right after you sleep, your body is dehydrated from all the work that it's been doing overnight. And so giving it water first thing in the morning is a good thing to jumpstart digestion, as well as help cleanse the liver and get it ready to start doing its more than 400 various responsibilities. And this amount of water is a good starting base just because it will help get you hydrated. It'll help get you energized without having to have a ton of caffeine. And it will also just help increase your overall mood for the morning. Personally, I find myself much more motivated and eager to go do things like go on a run when I'm hydrated in the morning. The second recommendation is to get enough rest. And especially in a time when we're all concerned about our immune systems and staying healthy, getting enough rest is vital. And there are various studies already published confirming that getting enough sleep is beneficial to the immune system, as well as helps reduce our overall cortisol load, which is a stress hormone that is probably pumping through a lot of people's bodies right now. The third recommendation is my favorite one: eat a predominantly plant-based diet. Now, predominantly plant-based, what does that mean? Well, personally, I like to pitch to clients a 80-20 rule, or a balance of 80% clean, unprocessed, plant-based foods, so primarily fruits, vegetables, leafy greens, nuts and seeds, seaweed, miscellaneous foods as well, like miso, kombucha, apple cider vinegar, things like that. You can also include in beans, and then clean sources of meat if you choose to consume meat, if it resonates with your body. And I would recommend fish, fatty fish that's wild caught, things that are low in mercury, and to an extent actually free range and grass-fed bison, elk, and venison, things that are low in fat and it's very lean overall. Now that 20%, that will be the various things you choose to snack on. And that could range from having a little bit too much coffee, or having a sweet every now and again, or having that takeout because you're stuck in quarantine and you're bored. So that's number 3, is to find some balance but eat a primarily plant-based diet. For the fourth one, this is another favorite topic, and that is pay attention to your thoughts. So many Eastern cultures are aware that mind and body are not separate. In the West, we're still sort of coming to grips with this understanding. But that acknowledged, your body hears every word, every thought that you feel and think, essentially. And it is going to act accordingly with what your mind places before it. Our minds are the key in all of this. Your mental strength and your mental fortitude are going to determine how successful you are, and of course, whether or not you stick to a healthy and primarily plant-based diet to improve your overall health. So paying attention to your thoughts also relates to the self-talk. When I was at my lowest point, I was going through some eating disorders and was harming myself physically. The way I talked to myself was absolutely horrendous. It was vile, it was aggressive, it was condescending, and for the most part, I believed it. And my body felt like it was just falling apart at that time. There was so much negativity, and it was sort of just a cesspool of toxicity. And in my journey to become healthier, eating well, moving my body, being hydrated, getting fresh air, meditating, and all the things that come with that, I've shifted into a better frame of mind so that my self-talk, for the most part, is encouraging. It's motivating. It supports me. I support it. It's kind of hard to explain, but that voice is the honest sort of focus that brings me back to center. And that's what I think it should be for all of us. We all need to have a healthy relationship with ourselves. So the fifth one, good luck with this, is to stress less. I know. This is one of those suggestions that we've all received and kind of wonder how to actually do it. And my advice in this age, with this pandemic, with so many things closing down, is to really get honest with yourself and go inward. Most of the things that you're stressing about, you can't actually control. And therefore, it becomes pertinent to know who or what you believe in. This is the time when our faith is being challenged. And personally, I believe that it's all about faith. We have to have faith in something bigger and greater and more loving and capable of pulling off, a miraculous turn of events following everything that's been happening, because we have to. We don't have an alternative, and also because there's a lot of reason too. In my personal experience, just being open to a relationship with Spirit or God, I've had profound and moving incidences when I've recognized that, everything that's happening here, there is a balance to it. There's contrast for the purpose of learning. And my understanding of it, I'm not saying you have to believe this, but my understanding of it is that things will work out. I have a pretty good feeling that things will work out. Yeah, shit's gonna hit the fan. And things aren't gonna be awesome for a certain period of time, but humanity is asking to evolve, asking to grow, and these are the growing pains. And in order for us to move forward, everything that's been brushed underneath the rug has to be cleaned out, has to be aired out. We have to know our species' dirty laundry so we know how to check ourselves and check each other and decide collectively that we're going to do better. So back to the concept of stressing less. My ultimate advice is to know what you believe in, to know, to have faith, and to trust that there is purpose behind all this craziness and that you will become stronger because of it. Other things that can help stress less include various herbs for the adrenals, and getting rest in general is good for the adrenals as well too. You can add Himalayan sea salt to support your body with the proper salts. You can drink juiced celery juice in the morning on an empty stomach by itself. That's great for the adrenals as well. You can spend more time in nature. Several studies have shown that being in nature naturally reduces cortisol, helping us feel more calm and relaxed. You can spend time with friends and loved ones. You can hang out with a dog. That's what I do. They're pretty awesome. You can do something you love, like paint or make music or cook in the kitchen or learn a new hobby. Basically, by recognizing that you can't control everything and that there are things out of your control, you can shift your attention to the things that matter that will make you and help you feel better. So, in summary, a few recommendations for things you can add to your overall regime to just feel better and healthier and move forward with a stronger immune system include starting the morning with lemon or apple cider vinegar in about 16 ounces of water, and give yourself about 20 minutes to digest that before you start your breakfast. You can also work on getting enough rest during this time of quarantine lockdown. This is a huge one. Take naps, they're wonderful. And eat a primarily plant-based diet. If you need recipe ideas or inspiration, go to lifeandbloomnutrition.com. I have menu plans and recipes and a lot of free resources that you can take advantage of. Also, pay attention to your thoughts. They matter. And it is an understood truth in the alternative community, at least from my understanding, that your mind and your body are not separate. Your body hears everything that you think or say, and so be kind to it. And lastly, do what you can to stress less. That includes developing or tuning back into a relationship with the Creator, and your guides, your ascended masters, and the angels who support you. And of course, those in this life who are also with you too. So I hope this video and the tips have been helpful. I know there's a lot of information out there, and the last thing I want to do is regurgitate it. But I know that this is a time when people really need support in learning how to live a healthier lifestyle, and that includes paying attention to what they eat and just sort of getting grounded amidst all of the craziness. So I hope this has been helpful. If so, give it a thumbs up. If you like it, go ahead and subscribe. I'm probably going to be doing more videos. And yeah, see you guys soon. Bye.